Good morning, everyone. My name is Julie. I am the owner and founder of Lady Full Tie. You are watching this video either on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, whatever you're supposed to do wherever you are watching from. Please do that. Also, I ask if you are watching this on the replay, you just put in your name and maybe where you're from. I'm going to try next year to change up maybe the times a little bit, so I'm trying to get an idea of who's watching and where they're watching from, and to kind of figure out a better time. If not, I may just leave them really early here in the morning. So anyway, today we are here to craft a new Moon Intnetion Jar. But before we get started, I am going to just smudge a little bit. Sorry, I was like all over the place this morning. I overslept, and then I was trying to get ready for this, and I sat down, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to plug in the glue gun. So I got back up, sat down. I'm like, oh, I forgot my paper for my table. I got back up, I sat down. I sat down, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot my glasses. So that is why I am a couple minutes late. I just was really not prepared very well. That's what happens when you've been late and then you try to rush, and then I end up forgetting things. And if I had just slowed down and taken my time, I probably would have actually been on time. Yeah, you guys, some of you, if you haven't seen my videos lately, I ordered a new smudge bundle, and the friggin' thing came, it's huge, which is awesome for the money I paid for it, you know, but I don't want to light this because there's a lot of sage in there. So what I've been doing is just ripping off little leaves at a time, and you can see that that little leaf is giving off more than enough smoke for right now. You know, I don't really need to light the whole bundle. I mean, if you're doing ceremony, it's nice to light the bundle, kind of have the whole thing, but really this one little leaf is gonna be plenty. I'm actually just gonna kind of run it over my workspace and through my cards over here, my glue gun, some of my stones, my incense burner. Some of my incense are here. You guys, which is also the computer, and my camera, which I thought it was my camera that was making my videos fuzzy looking, but my husband's pretty good with computers and technology and stuff, and he's like, nope, it's a 1080 HP, it's fine, so whatever that means. So basically that means that it's probably my internet that is causing it to go wonky, and I don't know if there's a whole lot I can do about that. All right, today we are talking about New Moon Intnetion Jars, and I woke up this morning dying of thirst. New Moon Intnetion Jars. So, I'm going to be squirrel brain today. What I like to do with the New Moon Intnetion Jar is I like to, we're going to decorate it. That's the point of today's video, is to decorate it. You don't need to decorate it. You could just use a jar. You could use a paper bag. You could use a basket if you wanted to decorate a basket. You don't have to decorate the basket. You know, really, it doesn't really matter. It's just something that you're going to put your intentions in every new moon. So if you don't want to do a jar, that's fine. I put one of the pictures, they used a can, which you can certainly use a can But like I said, you could use a basket. You could use a bag, you know. You could get a bag with a little handle up, like the rope handle, and decorate that and hang it somewhere. Um, Really, you know, it's kind of whatever you really want to do. I like jars. This was a spaghetti jar, and I just washed it and scrubbed off the label and cleaned it up, and then I reuse them for different things, either honey jars or um, you know, I actually put stuff in, a lot of stuff in them. I have a lot of herbs and essential oils and things that I've made that I put in jars. So yeah, I have jars everywhere. So and you know, why go spend money buying jars when your food comes in jars? You can just wash them. Sometimes the labels are hard to get off. I find there's certain jars that, like, the labels just do not want to come off. But usually what I do is just soak them in water for a little while and then just use a Brillo pad, and the labels usually come off pretty well. So, New Moon Intnetion Jar. I'm telling you, it's going to be squirrel brain today for some reason. What is our energy for today? Because I'm kind of curious. I thought it was supposed to be good energy. Moon in Libra, aligning with Venus. Love, harmony. Good day to do arts, crafts, supplies. Yeah, so must just be me. I didn't get much sleep, not last night, the night before, and that's how it usually is for me. If I say I didn't sleep good tonight, I would be okay tomorrow. It would be the next day that I would be like all off. So that's probably what it is that I slept fine last night, but the night before I didn't sleep good. So I'll try my best to stay with it. New Moon Intnetion Jar. Now, again, like I said, you don't need a jar. You can decorate whatever you want it to be, whatever container you want to use. I like jars. So the purpose of it is every new moon is to sit down, and whether you want to make it a whole ceremony thing of, you know, casting a circle and inviting in all the guardians and doing some meditation and or journey. We have got a video maybe a year ago, I don't remember, about the difference between meditation and journey. So you can go back and watch that if that's something you're interested in. And then a lot of people like to open a circle, call in the guardians. They like to do some sort of meditation or journey. Then they may do their craft then, or they may set up a grid for whatever they're calling in. Maybe they meditated with the crystals and then they're setting up the grid. There's like a lot of different ways you can do a ceremony. There's really no wrong or right way. But if you want to just have a really simple New Moon little ritual for yourself, it's just, we're going to decorate the jar and then we're going to put it somewhere where it's fairly close by, somewhere where you see it. And every new moon, you're going to write down your intention and put it in the jar. And again, you can write it on a piece of paper, or you can, I like to write mine on bay leaves. And your intention for your new moon can be short term, it could be just for the month. So maybe whatever you're working on for that particular month. It could be, you know, for the year. Every new moon, you're going to set your intention for the year. Maybe it's a lifelong intention. Maybe your intentions are going to be the same thing. You're going to write every month and put them in there, and you're going to have, you know, 52 bay leaves that all say love, you know, which is fine. There's no, like I said, there's no right or wrong way. The way that I use the new moon intention jar is we're going to start using it this new moon, which is the first new moon after the Celtic New Year, which was Samhain. And we're going to use it for a year. And then at the end of the year, you get to open it and kind of go through your intentions and see if, you know, they came to fruition for you, or maybe things you want to still work on. At the end of the year, you could burn your bay leaves if you wanted. So again, it's kind of however you want to use the jar, but that's how I use it. I put an intention, and I usually do 3 because I'm all about the number 3. Excuse me. So every new moon, I will be putting 3 bay leaves with an intention written on it in this jar. So I picked a pretty good tall jar so that, you know, the bay leaves have plenty of room to be in there, because it's going to be 52 times 3. So it's going to be a pretty big jar full of bay leaves. And then at the end of the year, like I said, you can take them out and go over them. Maybe a good thing to do, it just came to me, is maybe it would be really nice at your Samhain bonfire to open it and burn the bay leaves, like go through the jar, pull it out, see the intention, and throw it in the bonfire at Samhain. That'd be kind of a cool way to do that. A new plan. So anyway, we're going to craft the jar a little bit. So I really have no idea what I'm going to do with this jar. So I'm just going to dig out some stuff and see kind of what calls to me. I tend to like my stuff to be fairly organic looking, but if you want to paint it, you can. If you one of the things I like to do with glass jars is if you take Elmer's glue and paint and mix it together and then paint the jar, it gives the jar kind of like a nice frosted look. I'm not going to do that, mostly just because I don't have time to do that. By the time I painted it and then had to let it dry, wouldn't have much time there. So let's see here what I've got. I keep these cards. They come with my orders. Sage Goddess is always putting some sort of card in. So maybe there's something I can use in here. Nothing really standing out to me as... That one's really pretty though. That's why I keep them. Sometimes I forget how pretty they are. That's Christmassy looking. So, no, we're not going to use any of those, I guess. Alright, so I got some craft paper in here. I bought this newspaper that is not old, but it's supposed to look like it's old. So maybe we'll keep some of that out. Glitter, no. Not in the mood for glitter today. More glitter, no. Glitter tape, no. I'm gonna keep the Mod Podge out for a second. And let's see here. I have a little paintbrush handy. Yeah, my stuff needs to be gone through. I need to clean it out a little. Alright, so nothing in there. I haven't put away my stuff from making our pockets yet. I still have stuff out from that. So I've got cloth, no. Seashells, no. Got some ribbon here. Maybe put some ribbon on it. More seashells. Glue sticks. Might need those. Feathers, maybe. This is usually what I do before I come live with you guys. I kind of just sit here and go through my stuff and decide what I want to use and what I don't want to use. But like I said, I was not really ready today. Alright, we're going to start with this. I'm going to need more than this, but we'll start with this. The first thing I'm going to start with is I need a paintbrush. Yes, messy. That's my big good brush. I don't really want to use that one. Chalk marker. You could use a chalk marker and write something on the top or on the lid or something that says New Moon Intnetion Jars. I just bought, I just put them, I just had them. I'm telling you, my stuff's a mess. I just bought these at the craft store, at the Dollar General. They're little paper tags. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I thought they were really cool. But you could hang one off here that says New Moon Intentions or Intentions, or let me take one out. Maybe we'll do something with one of them. All right. Sorry, I'm really just trying to find a paintbrush and I can't find a paintbrush. So I guess I will use my good brush. I didn't really want to, but that's the way it goes. I have some of these, like black ones too. That's what I have the chalk pen for. So you could always label it that way. I think I like that idea better than this one. I'll put this guy back. And actually, I don't know if I'm going to use the blue chalk pen. I think I'm going to use the silver paint pen. I don't know if I want that either. I don't know. We'll start and see what happens. First thing I'm going to do is just Mod Podge the top. And then that will have some time to dry while we're working on the jar. So let me turn the camera down so you guys can see what I am doing. And so, like I said, this is paper I bought to look like old paper, but I love to use it. I use it quite a bit. My camera just went really fuzzy. just ripping it up in different size pieces here. I don't think I'll probably need that much just to do the lid, but my camera keeps going really, really fuzzy. Usually I use a small brush and I can just kind of put it in the hole there. So what I'm going to do is just brush this on. I think the dog's moving. If you guys hear a funny noise, it's the dog. She's going around over there. It can be a little harder on round surfaces, but if you just push the paper with the brush, you'll see it kind of lays over. I'm not going to be too picky about this because I can get very time consuming. Excuse me. And I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those days. I don't want it to be too time consuming and take up all our time and just do the lid, because I have found lately that with my crafting I get talking too much and the last couple times I didn't have time to finish the craft. So I was like, I've got to learn to craft and talk at the same time so that doesn't happen. I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of using the brush to push the paper down, make it lay flat. And if it doesn't lay flat, I mean, it's not a super big deal. I don't know if you guys can see how good the camera is here. Plus I have bad eyesight, so everything looks blurry to me anyway. But I'm just using the brush to just kind of fold it over and just kind of get it to stay where I want it to stay. Now that I've said that, this one's not going to stay where I want it to stay. Try not to get glue on my hands. I hate having glue on my hands. Let's see, what else for a piece of paper? There's a smaller piece. I am kind of just lining it up on the edge of the jar, just so it doesn't really interfere with putting the lid on. So as you can see, I'm doing the edges first, and then I will go in and touch up the top however it needs it. Let's see, a smaller piece right here. It's just making it lay as flat as you can. But you know, I always think if it's not perfect, that's okay. Maybe you're going to put something even on top of it. A crystal, a flower. Both crystal and a flower. Right, so I'm just going to kind of go around real quick and tap the edges down again. And I'm going to call that good. I'm going to put that over there to dry. Put this back on so it doesn't dry up. Oops. It's so hard to pop the top back up again. Well, that's not good. Might have to put that inside a baggie. Alright, so I've got some pieces left here. I'm just going to move those aside. I'll save them for the next project I use that I'm going to Mod Podge. And we'll move over to our jar. Alright, and believe it or not, sometimes my stuff is organized. I have a little cabinet beside me that has 6 little basket drawer things. This one is ribbons. It's twine. Not a pink person, but you know, might want some pink on there. I've got some sari ribbons. I've got some glittery stuff. I use that sometimes for solstice stuff. I'm going to use that. And that and that. I had the black ribbon out, but I don't think I'm going to use the black ribbon. I think I'm going to... Let's just see what else we got in here real quick. That's just a little piece. Won't go all the way around. I like it though. We'll see. This stuff just out of the way. I have to wash my paintbrush. I'm basically going to just cut this to fit around the jar. And some people would measure, take a tape measure, measure it, be all fancy. That was not me. Not my thing. If it's your thing, it's no big deal. I'm usually just a little more, maybe that's the reckless Sagittarius part of me. I wouldn't say that's very reckless, but all right. So we've got a ribbon here that we're going to glue on. So I'm going to just actually start with putting the glue on the ribbon on this side. Okay, so it's somewhat centered. I hate glue on my fingers. All right. We're kind of going to just repeat and put glue on the other side. And close it. Glue's hot. Just doing this to kind of make sure that the edges are sealed all the way, but it gives you hot glue all over your fingers. That's why I like my little brown paper here, and I can just make a mess, and then when I'm all done, I just scoop up the paper and the mess is all gone. All right, so next I have to decide what I want to do with the little bit of ribbon that I have. Again, I don't tend to make mine super fancy. I don't tend to make mine lots of glitter or ribbons. I like to keep my stuff pretty basic and simple and kind of, I call it organic, like the browns and the twine and, you know, the burlap look and stuff. I'm drawn to that, but certainly if you wanted to use a pink sparkly ribbon, you could certainly use a pink sparkly ribbon, and then, or purple or black or gold, or if your favorite color is yellow, go ahead and use yellow. You know, just make it your own. I really think that's like the biggest thing, is to make it something that you want in your home, that you enjoy looking at, that you like, that fits in with the rest of your decor. To me, I don't want something that stands out. You know, all my stuff's pretty much browns and blues and light greens. And then if I had a hot pink jar on the shelf, it would definitely stand right out and not fit in with the rest of my stuff. But all right, I'm not really sure where I'm going here. Going down another bin. This one has my jewelry stuff in it. But you never know what you might find. I don't want that. I'm thinking I want to charm something to hang off it. And so what I have here is a little thing of like, this was an earring that broke, so I took it apart and saved it. These are some necklaces that I've had over the years that have broke. Not finding anything in there either. Oh, my snap. totally forgot that I had a stamp made with the little swirlies on it. It's stamp on it. I haven't played with that yet. That I got to do with necklaces. Someday if I have time, I will make a necklace and show you what I'm talking about. Alright. Not what I want in there. I was actually looking for a key. I have one here on my altar, so I guess I'll just use this one for now. I really want this on here. I just don't know. It's not going to go all the way to the back. No, in the middle or above? I'm thinking middle. All right, I'm going with the middle. I'm going to just put a little line of glue here. Not too much. This ribbon is kind of a lacy crocheted, so if I put a lot of glue, it's just going to ooze all out over the sides or through it. All right, that's the back. So that's the front. Because this is not long enough to go all the way through, all the way around. So I'm just going to tuck down the edges. It's my reminder that I have to feed my mom's cat. Again, just tacking down the edges and getting hot glue all over my fingers. There's probably a better way to do it, but I don't know. I guess part of getting your hands dirty, kind of. But as you can tell, I don't like my hands dirty at all. All right, so I've got that. And again, you can see it's not straight, but you know what? I don't really care. Some sari ribbon, maybe. Again, not really measuring. If you want to measure, go right ahead. And again, do I want this? Put a dot of glue back here. And basically put the center of the ribbon there, just so it kind of helps hold it in place a little bit. And then I'm going to go right above the other ribbon. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot and leave it like that. And some twine. Ooh. So just run around twice with the twine, and I'm going to tie it about the same spot as the other one. you can't see it much, but there is, you know, so it gives it just a little bit of the twine look on there. And then I'm going to take the key and tie it on there as well. When I do crafts like this with like the key, next year, if I decide not to use this jar again for the next one, if I want to make a new one, which I probably will, I'll take the key off. And when I put crystals on a candle or anything like that, I always take them off and reuse them. You know, don't just throw things away. This jar, maybe I have to take everything off the jar and reuse it and remake it into something different. Who's that? And I think I'm going to find, I don't think I have one, but I'd like to find a nice flower to maybe put on the top, and maybe a crystal point on the 4. I have that. Let's do that real quick before I have to go. Thought I had that. Thought I had that right here. Let's see. I've got it in here. Sometimes I put things in places and I don't remember what I've done after. Now I have chip stones in here, but I don't know if I put my crystal points in there. I did not. All right. Keep looking. Necklace jars. Stamps. Pendants. There we go. Crystal points. Quartz points. So I'm going to just pick 4. 1, 2. Those 4 look kind of the same. Not that they have to look the same or anything, but my basket. And I'm just going to put a little dot. Again, I'm not being very precise. I think the glue's already dried. I learned a trick which probably everybody knew that I didn't know, but like if your glue dries, you don't need to add more glue. Just take the hot tip, and I'm actually going to put a little more glue there, but they're like, just take the hot tip and run it over the glue to soften the glue back up. Yeah. Strings of glue everywhere. You guys probably can't see it, but I got like a whole spider web thing going on here. Come on. All right. So I'm gonna find something for a flower. I would really like to find an actual dried rose, maybe a light peachy pink color to kind of tie in, to put on the top. But I don't have that right now, so I will have to look for that and find it to finish it off. But I don't even have a fake one. I don't have a fake one or a real one. But I would really like a nice, you know, a big, nice, good size rose to put on top of there. And I'm looking around. I don't think I have anything that would fit in that. I'm plugging the glue gun. All right. Back to me, guys. All right. So super easy craft. And I love it. I think it fits right in here at my house. Looks like the rest of my stuff. You know, the ribbon didn't go all the way to the back, but it doesn't bother me. And I'm going to find something, a rose, a nice rose or something to stick on the top there. And then every new moon, I'm going to write my intention on a bay leaf. I usually do 3. You don't need to do 3. You can do 1, you can do 2, you can do 5. I mean, again, whatever you want. I usually do 3. Write it on a bay leaf, and I'm going to put it in the jar. And then next year at Samhain, I'm going to take them out one at a time and read them out loud and throw the bay leaves in my Samhain bonfire. I really like that idea. I'm going to do that. So this year I have to be better. I will admit I made a new Moon Intention Jar last year, and like the first 3 months I put bay leaves in it, and then I kind of forgot about it. So we're going to do better this year about making our new moon intentions, writing them down and putting them in the jar. So, all right. I have now got to go to my muggle job, but before I do that, I gotta go feed my mom's cat. So I will see you guys all on Monday morning for our weekly forecast. And I hope everybody has a really great weekend. And I hope you're safe wherever you are. And thanks. Have a great day. And remember, as always, be kind. Your kindness is not only going to improve your day, it's going to improve somebody else's day, and it potentially could change someone's life, and it doesn't cost us a damn thing. So spread kindness everywhere, people. Love you. Bye.